Hey crafters, it's Muriel. I wanted to come on today and share with you how I've been making my fall rustic pumpkins. I am having such a fun time making them. They are rich in rusticness. I am using the Graphic 45 Steampunk Spells paper and just making rosettes and layer them on top. I will include a tutorial down below. It's from another YouTuber. And she makes hers a little bit different. I made mine using these dies. These are the two sets of dies I have. They are both by Tim Holtz Alterations. One is paper rosettes. It's the larger of the two. And the other one is mini paper rosettes. And then there are two on here. Okay. So I use those because the three of them are different sizes, right? And that's what you want. You want a smaller size on top and then your next size under that. Excuse me. And then your next size under that. Now what the YouTuber does is she uses a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. She scores it 1/4 inch in the scoreboard all the way across. And then she turns the paper and she begins to cut it. She cuts one at 1 inch. She cuts two at 1 1/4 inch. And then she cuts three at 1 1/2, something like that, right? What I do is I'm using my dies, so I am actually using 7 to make the pumpkin. So I'm using the smaller and then the next size and then 3 of the same size, and then we go back down to that medium and then we end with the smaller. I just think that it gives it a more rounder look. So I made some downstairs earlier today. I just need to finish them, and these are so rusticy. My daughter even asked to take one to work. I was surprised to put on her desk, and these are not finished, of course, but I was surprised. So here's one that I just stacked, and the only thing I can say when you're stacking them, of course, just make sure that you center the rosettes as best you can, and really just put the glue really just put the glue on the tab part, right? Just a little glue, and then make sure you center it as best you can, right? And just focus on that tab part, because you don't want the glue all on the other side, because then that smashes it down, and that's what you don't want. You'll see mine, they have an airiness to them where you can kind of see through each level, and that helps me keep them round and steady so that they don't bend and look crooked. So here's one that I finished. What I need to do now is to put the finishing touches on it. So what I did is I had some craft paper that I cut with a pink and shears, and I just cut it and then I rolled it up. I put a barbecue skewer in the middle, this thing here, and I just rolled it up, right? And then I'm just going to put a little hot glue on this inside to close that up. And then I'm going to open this part up right where the middle is and fan it out so that all of these little pieces are evenly distributed. Okay, because that's the part that's going to lay down on top of the pumpkin, right? And we're going to trim it, but I like to be able to fan it out so that it just looks even Steven. Now the tutorial that I'll show you, she has a really cool way that she does it, and it just depends. I didn't want to go through any extra work of using the scoreboard when I have dies, so that's why I chose to do this. And when I go to my retreat next month, that's going to be on my lookout is some dies, some more dies. So I have it fanned out as much as possible, and then I have this little branch, so to speak. I cut it up from this garland that I picked up at Target, right? So I just cut a piece, excuse me, I just bent it a little. Now this has a the metal is showing here, so I'm going to stick that part down in there like so, so you can't see it. But first I'm going to put some glue all over that bottom edge here, just so it'll stay inside. I should have on some glue things for my fingers. There we go. So I'm just going to let that set up a bit. Try not to touch it, because then I get glue strings. Okay, I can feel it on the bottom, so there. Okay, because what we're going to do is put that right on top, and then we're going to trim it down, and then we're going to, I have this little tab here that says Happy Halloween, and I just have it curled on the edge, because I want it to go around the stem, like so. Okay, and we probably can get that on here now. So let me just put some glue around this edge. Okay, and then put this like so. Glue, glue, glue. So I saw this first on Pinterest, and there was no tutorial, and then I just Googled pumpkin rosettes, not Google, but looked on YouTube, pumpkin rosettes, and lo and behold, there was a tutorial. So now I'm just going to put a bunch of glue down here so that I can place that on top like so. I am sick, you guys. I had the flu shot on Friday, last Friday, and yesterday I was sick as nobody's business. Just congestion, sneezing, coughing, nose running, you name it. It's like, oh my gosh. So I'm just going to press this down and let it set up really quick. You can also, if you want, put a little string around it. And let me see if I have some black. I know I did. I bought it in my craft room. But who knows where it is, because this place is a sty. Okay, here we go. I got some of this twine a while ago. Sorry for the ruffle. And I think I'm going to use black. Oh, there's a brown piece. There we go. So I wonder if I could tie a bow there. But in the meantime, okay, that feels like it's set up. So I'm going to trim some of these down. And I'm just going to trim them to the first rosette. So I'm just going to, these scissors, oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to touch that first rosette, and then I'm going to trim them like that. Without cutting the banner. There we go. I'll put them in frame so you can see what I'm doing. Just going around and trimming that. There we go. Okay, I should have inked my let's grab my inker, my little tab here, because it's got the white edge and it's so tacky. There we go. And if you wanted to tie a string, or let's see if I can get this going. Is it on camera? Yes. Then I think that would be a cute touch as well. So I hope you guys try these. I think they're just cute to put on the desk, you know, when you want something on your desk. Where I work at, the desk is the only place you can put stuff. We don't hang stuff on the walls. Excuse me. We don't hang things on the walls, the cubicles, just because. So, you know, on a little something to celebrate the holiday is, oh goodness, what is this? Is all I need. So the fact that my daughter took one for her desk, I was kind of like, wow, she's kind of digging the little rustic pumpkins, because any other time she don't want to be bothered with my creations. So I'm going to tighten this up maybe shrink it just a little bit, and then cut the edges, and that will be the tutorial for you guys for the Fall Rustic Pumpkins. There you go. So I hope you try them. Give them a try. They're fun to make. Again, I'm going to put the tutorial. Oh, I forgot one thing. Good gracious. Forgot the leaf. See, this is what happened when you have a head cold. Right, so these are just some leaves I picked up from Maya Road. And actually, I'm just going to glue it like right there. So I'm just going to put a little glue. Boop. And kind of want to put that there. Like so. So there you go. Just a cute little something for your desk for the holiday. So again, I hope you try them. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. I hope you come back. I do have some other things that I've been making. And I should be finished them by next week because I want to get them out in the mail to you guys. And then start getting my stuff ready for the retreat I'm going to go to the end of the month. So thank you again for watching, and until my next video, bye now.